throughout the day and night, hardly sleeping or hardly taking care of his body, for reading books and writing books, just like we have seen our own Srila Prabhupada. He was also, despite all so many engagements, so many things he had to do for establishing ISKCON society, but he was also keeping time in the night where everybody is sleeping. Srila Prabhupada was either reading or writing his commentaries on the Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so on. So I think Srila Prabhupada was like a reincarnation of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this respect of writing so many books when everybody is sleeping. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was also so much convinced about the importance of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Just to quote, to mention one particular incident that happened. After he left Puri, he was on his way out of Puri, and he came to a village. In that village, there was a complaint from the inhabitants. They were telling that this village has become ghostly haunted. There is one tree just on the outskirts of the village, and one ghost is staying there in the tree. And the ghost is causing a lot of trouble to all of us. We are not able to attend to our duties properly. We are very much afraid of this ghost. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very much compassionate, and he devised one particular action. He told one Brahmana of the village, you take this Bhagavatam and you read this Bhagavatam daily. Then you can see what's happening afterwards. So the Brahmana started to read this Srimad Bhagavatam, and for 1 month he read every day the Srimad Bhagavatam. After 1 month, the tree collapsed. The ghost had left the tree because he could not dare to hear the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam spoken daily. So the ghost became completely disgusted and he just left the place. So that was the remedy that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur had taken to save this village from the nefarious activities of that ghost. So we can understand from this that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, not ordinary person, not only he believes, he accepts Srimad Bhagavatam as transcendental vibration, but certainly he is also having the potency by himself to solve any problem in this material world. And some other occasions also, he was, there was a great, somebody was claiming to be God, no Bhagavan, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he derided, he condemned this person. Why you are not God, as Prabhupada was telling, person who claims to be God, not God, is dog, D-O-G, dog. So like that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also started to make propaganda against this false Bhagavan. So this Bhagavan, he had some mystic power, and he cursed Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his family. So for a few days, Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his family became a little sick. But after that, this so-called Bhagavan, he lost his hair. And losing his hair, he lost all his potency. And in this way, he became completely finished. So that is the potency of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He was not only a magistrate in the material world, he was able to punish many criminals, but he had also the spiritual power to punish anyone who goes against Krishna consciousness. So we remember just a little bit of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this today. So one book has been written by Subhavilas Prabhu. I don't know if the book is available here, but it's a very wonderful book. And I would advise all of you, if you don't have the book, try to get that book. The title is The Seventh Goswami. We know the sixth Goswami is a Vrindavan, but the proprietor of the Amrita Bazar Patrika, I just forgot his name now, in the 19th century, he, understanding the greatness of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he called him the seventh Goswami. And so that book written by Subhavilas Prabhu, it's about 200-300 pages of all the qualities, activities of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It is really incredible reading this book, how we would think that a great devotee of the Lord, there is no trouble in his life. He is a saintly person, nobody can touch him, and he goes through his life very peacefully. But if you read that book, you'll see how the life of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, not at all peaceful. At every step, every day, problems. And how he could solve all these problems by his pure devotion. So that is a wonder of the life of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's a very, eventful life which nobody else can match, and he could solve all the problems because of his pure consciousness, being a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. So I do not want to speak more as the time is over, but I would just wish that you can take hold of this book, and just like yesterday, I think, or the day before yesterday, we were discussing about what are the books here available in Hyderabad, this temple. Actually, if we take it that there are many other books also which would be very useful for Krishna consciousness, which are not immediately available. And I wish that they could be made available as far as possible. Just like we have the Upanishads, but who is going to study all the Upanishads? To understand the purport of the Upanishad, we have the Puranas. So especially in Kali Yuga, the Puranas are very essential in order to understand the Vedic conclusions. So similarly, from all the books, there are some of them who are just like the Puranas, and which are very essential in order to understand Krishna consciousness. So these books should be made available. This is the seventh Goswami is one of these such books. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Sri Haridas Thakur Tirobhaktiti Maha Mahotsav ki jai.
Hare Krishna, there is a small announcement. On the occasion of Bhaktivinoda Thakur Appearance Day, we will have Aarti at 12:30 p.m. followed by Puspanjali at 1 p.m. So all devotees are requested to assemble in Temple Hall. Yes.